Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. We are going to be doing a road trip from Pensacola to New Orleans in our Tesla Model 3. And so we kind of want to just take you along, talk about charging and how the navigation works. And then also we are traveling with our cat Fiona. So we wanted to show you how we travel with her in our Tesla Model 3. So we've traveled with our cat. Well, Matt and I are long distance right now, so we're always traveling back and forth between Pensacola and New Orleans. But when I had my Rogue, and I would travel with my cat, and I would just have her out in there, which was fine because I wasn't too worried about her messing up the seats or anything like that. And she was actually a fairly decent traveler, but obviously with the Tesla and we have white seats, we just don't want anything to happen to it with her claws or anything like that. So as a solution, we have this little pen for her. And the thing is with my cat, she wouldn't like go in just like we have a little crate like bag that we carry her in when she goes to the vet and things like that. She would not last more than like 20 minutes in that thing. She hates it. So we got this, I don't know what you call it, like a little pen from Amazon. We'll put the link down below, but this has been great. It fits perfectly in the Model 3. We fold the seats down and everything, so Matt's just getting it prepped right now. But this is a close-up view of the pen that we got off of Amazon. So it has an entrance on the side there that zips, and then this entire top part unzips as well. And then it does kind of fold in on itself, so it completely collapses for easy storage. So we folded down the seats, and then we're just putting this is just a blanket that we have, but we just put this down. We folded it a few times so it's thick, but I was just concerned if like her nails got through, because there's just like a thin fabric on the bottom of this, so I was concerned if her nails got through that it would go to the seats. So we just put this down as kind of some extra precaution. You just pop it in there, and then we face the hole or the entrance way to the front. But we'll close that. We will undo the top. So there's a zipper in the top and on the side there. But basically what we'll do is we'll just carry her out and then just drop her in there. And then just zip her up real quick. So super easy. It fits right there. All right, so we got the rest of our stuff loaded up in the back. Okay, so I just plugged in New Orleans. So we're going from Pensacola to New Orleans, and as soon as I plugged it in, it pulls up our one supercharger stop that we'll have to make in Mississippi. So we're starting at 90% battery. So we were just having it charging in the last few days. So it's not quite enough charge to make it all the way to New Orleans, but we'll have to do one supercharger stop in Mississippi. And it says, it calculates it right there. It says that it'll take about 25 minutes at that supercharger. I've been there before. It's a good one. I like stopping there. But yeah, it shows you the map, and it plots out the supercharger, and then it puts your final location. So, and then the directions, and then where you'll kind of be at battery wise. So here she is. Now she does get scared, so the best way I found is just light grip on the back of her neck. She hates this. She's gonna make more noise, okay? Oh baby, it's okay. Here, okay, open it up, baby. And then just drop her in. I know, baby. It's okay though. There you are. Yes. Okay. Just drop her in. Seal it up, and then she'll be fine. She hates it, but she'll be good. That's it.
All right, and then the best part is, because we don't have a garage or a remote garage opener, this is how we got to do things. Very stealth-like ninja. Look at that. Wow. I mean, absolute athlete.
All right. So
We are live.
everybody's in. Fiona's in. But it's roomy back there for her.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
She's so cute.
Are you ready, Fee? Let's ride.
Now, she is very vocal for like the first hour.
Maybe
She'll
3.
kind of do, she meows a bit for the first hour, but then she'll like settle down. So this is the start of our road trip.
I know.
What is it? We have an hour and 50 minutes until we get to the first supercharger in D'Iberville, Mississippi. All right, so we are just stopping to grab something to eat real quick, but we're just gonna be out of the car for a few minutes, but we wanted to show this dog mode. So here, if you go to climate and you can hit dog mode, and then it says climate and screen will stay on after you exit for pets. Never leave a child unattended, obviously, but, and it says it's dog mode down here. So we'll just set it, 71 degrees. And then when Matt gets out of the car,
Cue Matt getting out of the car.
it'll go to this screen. So my driver will be back soon, don't worry. The heater is on and it's 71. And I imagine it will stay cooling if it needs to be cooler, but yeah, so that's it. This is our little lunch stop.
Oh my gosh.
We stopped at a rest stop.
Shout out to El Asador off Davis Highway in Pensacola, Florida.
Yes,
This place is
the car is right there, and Fiona's in there with the pet mode on, so we don't eat in the Tesla, so we're just gonna eat real quick. And we are on I-10. We are passing, oh, this is Daphne. We're in Alabama. So we have about an hour left until we get to the supercharger, but I'm gonna show you. If you click on this, it'll tell you a little bit about the supercharger. So right now there's 8 stalls available. It'll kind of tell you the busy times, and then it'll tell you the charging fees. So yeah, if you just click on that, it'll give you a little bit more information about the supercharger. Another thing you'll see is this thing pop up. It says preconditioning battery for faster charging. So when you navigate to a supercharger, it does precondition the battery for it, and that automatically does it just based on your trip. You'll see it just pop up, but it's always good to navigate to a supercharger if you're going to charge, so then the battery can precondition. Our Fiona is doing okay back there still. She's just hanging out. She does meow quite a bit, but she chills out about after like an hour, so. Heading into Mobile.
So another one of the really nice features, especially for longer road trips, is just the AUTOSTEER, which comes basic with any Tesla that you purchase. So you just like double click down on this, and the AUTOSTEER will engage, kind of illuminated by the blue highlights there. And so to adjust like the speed, you're gonna just use this right scroll wheel. So to kind of go up, to go down, so like the speed limit's 75, so just 10 over would be 65, 65, so just have it 10 up. And then periodically there'll be like a message that says, please keep your hands on the steering wheel so that you can apply light pressure. Basically, you just want to be backing up the AUTOSTEER feature, so you don't just blindly trust it or follow it. So you want to just have your hands on the wheel, so that way you're just aware as you're driving. But it's nice for like longer trips where you can kind of just put the AUTOSTEER on. Yeah.
We'll show you this message that comes up though.
Oh yeah. So if you don't have your hands on it for a little bit, message will show up. And then other cool features are on the right side. You can kind of adjust the car length. So I'm increasing the car length between myself and the car ahead of me. So you can increase or decrease, and then with the scroll wheel, like I said, you can adjust that speed.
But we'll show you the message that comes up.
And then also kind of has like a little highlight in this top region, highlights it blue to kind of like let you know to, you know, apply some of that steering wheel pressure.
Okay, so there. And then all
highlights in the blue.
So then you
just
just
give it a little shimmy and
yeah, I mean, it's good to have your hand on it.
yeah.
Though normally I just drive with it on it, but it'll steer itself.
Yeah. So you're not as doing as much work. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But definitely a great feature to have, especially for longer road trips when you're on the interstate and you know you're driving for a little bit. So
on our way to the supercharger. Fiona knows we're getting close to stopping.
ooh, what do we have here?
Normally we have like 20 some minutes, you know, to charge. So we're just gonna grab some bubble tea real quick. So then we have a little drink while we are waiting to charge. We're at the supercharger. So open charge port.
So you should pull up to the supercharger, get the charging port, you plug it in, and then it will give you the charging time, duration to continue your trip all on the screen. So let's check it out.
Now it just tells you, so this is how much it's costing us. And this is the charge. And now it says 10 minutes to continue the trip. So it does calculate that we'll be able to get to our destination with, it doesn't say it right now, but 10 minutes to charge. And then this will say what your destination is at. So obviously you want that. We're probably gonna take it up to maybe what, 40 or something?
Yeah.
Just because the charging situation at our house in New Orleans is not as, like, we don't have a driveway. So we'll probably take it up to maybe 40. So it might take a little longer than 10 minutes, but we got bubble tea to enjoy while we wait. Fiona is still doing good back there.
I know, yeah.
She's calmed down now.
She's chilling.
She's just hanging out. All right, so our newest thing that we got is
Oh, mess around, got a controller.
a controller.
Right.
So this was just a $20 one that we got at Target. Logitech.
Yeah, it's like nothing special. I think Xbox One and PlayStation 4 wireless or wired controllers work, but I don't
So
have
this
any
is
of
our
those.
first time actually trying it out, but you plug it in the glove box. So we just figured that out, but
Yeah,
I mean,
we've never played this game, so
is he not living the life right now? Like,
I know what I'm saying. This is pretty. It's not bad.
we also been obsessed with this game recently.
This is how I've been getting through flight school.
But we'll probably finish this game and then it's already been enough to finish our trip. So it goes by kind of quick, huh?
Ready?
All right, so we've reached 80%, enough to continue our trip. And we spent $9.93.
Dessert.
So he's just gonna go out and unplug it now.
And
All right.
we're off.
We're on the second leg of our trip.
Ooh-wee.
We're driving into the sun. What? Matt's been driving the whole time. Fiona's quieted down. Listening to music.
So that the balance starts to shift from patient to inpatient, right? And people encourage you in the behaviors that you want to be like. But if someone only...
The sun is setting. So the maps and everything, they do change to like a dark color at night. So it's not as bright. Well, we made it home. It's dark out now.
I know. Back home.
We're just gonna charge her up. And we'll show you how we don't have quite the nice driveway and everything in our house here. So yes, we are here.
But at least we have the ability to charge just from home, which helps out. So you can just leave it charging overnight.
So we ended 37%. Not bad. It's kind of where we wanted, so. So here we just kind of have a little shed workshop type deal. And we just parked in. Just charging.
Yeah, if you have the ability to charge from your home, obviously that's the easiest and most realistic way to get a good charge overnight while you sleep. And if you're only a daily commuter like to work, this is all the mileage that you need. Here we go, unleashing the beast.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, look at that. From
Good
Florida.
girl, Fee. And now she's in her other home.
Scratch.
It's taking her a minute to figure out where she is at, but yay.